Nashville.
Harry Reasoner and Barbara Walters, and tonight Frank Reynolds and Howard K. Smith in Washington.
Israeli troops leave Lebanon as part of a ceasefire. This is Bill Seaman.
A 15-year-old boy goes on trial for murder. His defense, television intoxication. This is Bob Circuit.
A reverse discrimination case moves from court to campus as Rita Clancy goes to classes. I'm Stephen Gear.
It wasn't standing room only as SkyTrains took off on their first Atlantic flights today. This is John Martin.
Good evening, and our top story tonight. President Carter's energy package, which seemed in fair shape when it moved from the House of Representatives to the Senate, is becoming a shambles. For that, Frank Reynolds in Washington.
It is becoming almost a part of daily routine to report that President Carter's energy program suffered another setback in the Senate. And today, the Senate Finance Committee voted down a central feature of the president's plan, the proposed tax on crude oil, which Mr. Carter says is needed to conserve domestic oil supplies. And the full Senate is still tied up wrangling over deregulation of natural gas prices, which the president does not want. Because of what seems to be happening to his energy program as it moves through the Senate, the president decided to speak out today. Sam Donaldson has this report.
With the Senate threatening to scuttle key elements of his energy program, the president went before visiting delegates to a meeting of the International Monetary Fund today to say he considers it critical that Congress enact strong and effective energy measures. He did not criticize the Senate to the foreign visitors, but within minutes he began a verbal counterattack on the Senate actions, telling reporters outside the hall that he believes the committee's wellhead tax vote can be reversed. Back in the White House press room, Mr. Carter leveled his fire on the Senate move to deregulate natural gas, saying there comes a time when we must ask how much is enough.
Our proposed price under this plan would give producers strong incentives to explore and to develop new supplies of natural gas through a price which will be 6 times higher than the price was 5 years ago. That is enough. It's time for the public interest to prevail over special interest lobbyists. I appreciate very much the leadership which the Senate Majority Leader, Senator Byrd, is providing on this particular and very important question. And I call on the Senate to act responsibly in the interest of the great majority of Americans to reject narrow special interest attacks on all segments of the National Energy Plan.
So the president has come out swinging, intent on modifying the preliminary Senate damage to his energy program. Intent also on staving off more defeats that in the aftermath of Burt Lance's resignation could be read as evidence that Mr. Carter's ability to lead has been badly eroded. Frank?
Thank you, Sam. The president seems ready to do battle not only with the Senate and the special interests, but also with government agencies he controls. He overruled the Civil Aeronautics Board today and approved new and lower fares for transatlantic flights. The CAB had approved a $256 round-trip airfare between New York and London, but only for passengers on a standby basis, waiting to see if there is room for them. The president said today that this same low fare should be made available to passengers who make advance reservations. The current upheaval in transatlantic airfares is largely the result of a service that began today between New York and London, Freddie Laker's no-frills SkyTrain. Mike Taibbi reports from London.
When fashion executive Ann Campbell paid Freddie Laker $103 for her ticket on flight GK10, SkyTrain was officially in business. Many of the first customers had waited as long as 2 days to buy their tickets, even though in the end there were more than 70 empty seats, and the last ticket buyers didn't have to wait at all. But they were the kind of customers Laker had expected: backpackers, students, and other young people, and elderly planning to visit family in the United States. 6 other airlines are now offering cheap fares of their own, but only Freddie Laker put on this kind of show, followed by a champagne party for customers and staff, and an announcement of just how much money he made.
We have made on the first flight 2,176